again, Sarah here with Boss 4x4 with another product spotlight. And today we're here in beautiful SoCal on a Friday afternoon. And on Fridays we wear red to remember everyone deployed. I have my SoCal Bronco shirt on. They're a great local club that does a lot of good events, including the Big Bear Bronco Fest in June. And a great group of people, so if you're local, check them out. And today I'm going to discuss a product for the Broncos. It is a Panhard Relocation Bracket that we make. Okay, so first I want to just go over the suspension on the Bronco briefly. The front is an IFS, or independent front suspension. And originally when the Broncos first came out, Ford used a solid axle in the front. Well, they changed that in 1979 to a twin beam, so they were the first to use an independent style suspension on a full-size domestic four-wheel drive. And the rear has a solid axle, or it's also called straight axle or live axle, and the suspension includes 4 trailing arms, 2 uppers, 2 lowers, and those locate the axle front to back on the vehicle. And then you'll have the Panhard bar or track bar, and that keeps it centered laterally or side to side. And it also locates the rear roll center. The roll center is an imaginary point where the application of sidewall force will not cause the chassis to roll. So the Panhard bar itself, or track bar as it's often referred to in the off-road world, was first named for its first manufacturer and is essential for control and maneuverability. It is again used to retain that solid axle laterally or side to side, so it acts as a stabilizer, reducing the side to side roll of the vehicle by restricting that lateral movement and better aligning the wheels with the center of the vehicle. It bolts to the rear axle and to the frame, so it allows the wheels to move up and down but not side to side. So why would you need this bracket then? So on any lifted vehicle, once you lift it, it changes because it's mounted to the frame and to the axle. It makes that angle greater. Typically they're around 3 degrees, and when you lift it, it changes that angle. Now there's a lot of aftermarket Panhard bars or track bars that are adjustable in length to accommodate for the need to have a longer one to keep your wheels centered, but they don't restore that geometry. So this will restore that geometry by moving that mounting point from here up to here. It's about 2 inches, and so that corrects that alignment and restores it to where it should be to have your roll center at a better point in your handling and control at a better point. This is only just over $100, so not very expensive to correct that. Easy to install. It's all bolt-on. We also include a little bracket to relocate your brake line, and the hard line on the axle housing. Very easy to do. This is all made from 3/16 thick CNC cut and form steel plate. It's powder coated. It includes high quality grade A hardware. And again, it restores that lateral geometry and improves your handling after you lift your Bronco. And it's made in the USA. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about it, please put them in the comments and we will respond to you promptly. And we'll also put a link if you'd like to purchase one in the comments as well. They're just over $100, so very reasonably priced for a high quality product. And that'll restore that geometry. Even on the Sasquatch Bronco, Ford didn't make any adjustments for the lifted application, so even from the factory it's not ideal. So ours is a stock rear suspension with Sasquatch package, and before we put it on, it wasn't at the ideal angle even with just that minimal lift. So certainly if you have a Sasquatch package or any lift in the rear, you'll want to do this. It was definitely a noticeable difference, and you'll notice the difference as well on and off-road. Okay, so here it is on the vehicle. Excuse our dirt and dust on there, but it's painted red, so you can see it easier. You can see how the lower bolt, that's the factory bolt, stable, and this is the new grade 8 bolt provided to go through the new bar. We have a 4-wheel parts bar on there, track bar. It is adjustable in length, so the adjustment's on the driver's side. That allows you to make it longer than stock, but it actually is set to stock length now. Since we put the relocation bracket on, it doesn't need to be longer. And as you can see, that track bar is now fairly parallel with the ground, and that's optimal angle for maneuverability and handling, and to keep that roll center as low as possible so you feel more stable both on and off-road. So if you want to get your bracket, we have them in stock. Just look for the link in the comments.